So here we go. When you look at the opportunities that present itself here for Tonight, it's the opening leg of a two-game aggregate series. Most goals win. I'm looking forward to this one. Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. They'll get set to drop the puck as this power play continues. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone. And that's blocked in traffic. Mannheim's looking to break out. On their heels, trying to clear. And they get the puck out of the zone, and that's a break for the squad.
Oh, yeah, this PK unit, they're out there for a reason, James. You have to be able to clear the puck, and it's easier said than done, but they make no mistake this time.
Nice play shorthanded as they get control of the puck. Huge steal in his own end. And the puck skips away after that move. Moves it quickly over to McClure. Oh, it stays out. He got a piece of that one. And he takes the feed. Mannheim's through center and now in the offensive end. Center into the middle. Dishes it off again here. And he denies that great opportunity there. And as we look down on the bench, there's our young rookie who we've talked about a lot, having quite the conversation with his head coach.
Well, I think this is a reminder that he's doing a real good job dictating pace, owning the puck. If you look at the possession time and the sustained pressure they've had, I think it's really important for a coach to recognize that when a rookie is playing well, because confidence is everything.
The Foxes win the draw. Bolzano's got a hold of the puck. And they keep the pressure on. And that pass goes off a stick. Cuts into the paint. Spectacular stop by the goaltender. How did he hang on to that?
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Makes a save again. They are really pouring on the pressure here. Here in the late goings of the period, 1-0 is where we sit at this point. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. The Foxes have it now. Feeds the puck across to Fratton. Great poise here as he gets it back. The Eagles gain possession along the wall. Along the right side into the offensive zone. Here's a shot. Denies him in close.
Well, the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out of top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
Bolzano's going on the attack as they gain the zone. And he elects to play the puck. On the attack along the boards. Puts it on net. Oh, and it stays out as he gets a piece of that one.
It's amazing to me how he always looks like he's in the right position because he tracks and reads the play so well. And this time he gets in front of the puck that's right in the middle of the ice as the shooter's got a dangerous opportunity.
There you go. Period number 1 is done. We're going to come back in just a quick moment with period number 2. Stay with us. Angles it over to McInnes. Here he is, wristed on net. Oh, what a stick save. Mannheim's got it now. Here he is, shot right in front. There's the whistle, and a much-needed one at that, Cheryl.
Well, everyone takes a breath of fresh air here as they're able to reset as they get chaotic in their own zone. They've lost their coverage. They get the whistle now.
We're still in the early stages of this period. It's all tied up. And now it's grabbed by Gilmore. Turns him away. And he's ridden off the puck. Here he is in close. Bernard's going to hang on for a whistle. Officials are in position, and both teams are getting ready as they get set for another face-off here. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltender. Oh, what a save as he gets that one, too.
Man, is he ever quick on his feet, anticipate.
Scores! The go-ahead goal puts them in front.
Well, now they're in front, James, so they'll have some energy. You know that their first few strides will be more urgent, but they'll have to be accountable on the other side of the puck as well.
The Eagles, through their hard work and tenacity, have taken a one-goal lead here in the second.
It's certainly better to play with the lead, James, but you know that there's a lot of runway left, and your opponent is going to come pushing and pressing. This game has been tight all the way around, and I expect that it will continue to be.
Here in the corner, he grabs the puck. Here's a blast. Too many bodies in the way. From the open ice, they gain the line. There's the whistle. Let's get the call from the officials.
Up by one, and you take a penalty, applying some pressure to the PK unit here as the power play has an opportunity to get the equalizer.
The Eagles preserve the lead as their penalty killers get the job done.
The next shift is critical, James. They had the opportunity on the power play to get back in it and get the equalizer. Now they're down by one, so they have to manage some energy here, and they have to dictate pace and get back in the game.
Oh, and it makes the save, just not enough to keep it out. What a block as he lays out, and I'm sure he'll feel that one. Play blown dead, let's get the call.
Well, you can see in his body language that he's frustrated with himself as he dances to the penalty box for the second time this period.
Cramarosa's recognizing they're still short-handed here as they get ready for the face-off. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. They get it out of the defensive end. Picked up along the boards by Thomas. Shot! Oh, gets a little piece of it and keeps it out of the net. Oh, wow! Another great stop!
This is a really nice save, James. I mean, the shooter's in the middle of the ice. He's in the slot area. And he's got to get to the top of the crease, square to the puck to be able to make that save. Great job.
McInnes is done serving his time in the sin bin. We're back to even strength.
Sometimes when you get out there on a PK, you can get on your heels, but with a one-goal lead, you can dictate the pace, and felt like they were hopping on the puck all over the ice. A lot of chemistry shown. You can certainly see they've been practicing.
Here in the back half of this period, the Eagles lead it 2-1 in what has been an entertaining game thus far. Slides it diagonally to McClure. Sends a pass over. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Shot! Great save from in tight.
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out, being aggressive, and taking away any of the net.
And that concludes the second period of play. Still one more period of regulation time. We'll see what happens in the third next. Mannheim's put a lot of shots on net here, and they lead it as a result early in this third period. And he takes the feed. Bolzano's got the puck against the boards. Keeps possession on the play. Bolzano's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here's a chance behind the net. Lets it fly. Has save, and he makes it look easy. Takes the pass as he banks it off the wall. With the paddle save.
What a fantastic save from a high-danger scoring area, James. And, I mean, he's bailing his team out. They have to do a better job of protecting the middle of the ice.
And he loses both the puck and his balance after that hit. Receives the pass. With the stop. Scrum ensues along the boards. The Foxes have it against the wall. Moves with the puck at the corner. Scores! And we take a drive to Clutch City as they take the lead.
offensive zone. Everything now, it's on the line.
Takes the pass. Carries it in. Slides it back to the blue line. You'll need more than that to beat him. Jabs the puck away. The Eagles have it now. Unable to reach that one. The Foxes have it from their own end. Poked away in the offensive end. Handles the pass. Can't hang on to the puck after taking a knock. Great save. Played it perfect. A critical draw here. The Eagles win that offensive zone faceoff. And he puts it into his own net.
James, how surprised do you think the goaltender is? He just spins around and tries to clear the puck, and he fires it past the tender.
Well, the rookie coming back to the bench and looks like getting a little pat on the back from the coach here, Cheryl. A little love.
Positive vibes all the way around, James, and I really like the fact that the coach went up to the rookie and said, hey, listen, great job, because earlier in the conversation, there was an expectation. The coach asked him to get out there and do something specific, and he answered the call, and that's easier said than done. I mean, you're a young player, you're nervous, you want to make sure that you execute exactly the way the coach does, and sometimes you can hesitate. So a great job gets rewarded on the bench.
Here's an offensive chance. Moves the puck. Here he is in front. Oh, misses the net. What a chance there.
Oh, it was a great chance, and one that he will want back. The puck is all around him, though.
Breakaway. Sends it to the middle. What a chance, but that goes off right off the body in front. Stop that one.
Well, the shooter's in a coveted spot on the ice, right in the middle of it with a good look, and he makes an incredible save by getting square to the puck and turning it aside.
And this one is all over as the final horn sounds. Cheryl, I know myself and the team said there'd be... Well, here we go. Champions League's officially underway. Game number 1 in the books. And look at this youngster who there are a lot of eyes. Hi everybody, I'm James Cebulski for EA Sports. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures in this second leg of the aggregate series as they are down, but not necessarily out. Both teams seem ready and they are about to drop the puck on this opening faceoff. The quest for Lord Stanley's puck continues right here tonight, and we are underway. Scores! Says he taps it in on a second effort.
Well, I just love this play, James. I mean, you take the initial shot, but you follow it up, and you still have the You put the puck to the net, and this rebound comes right back out to him. But he's tracking, he's sniffing, he's hounding, and he finds it back to the net on the second shot.
And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice faceoff. Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. And that ricochets off a twig in front. The Eagles have the puck in the corner. And he pokes it away to make the save.
Bernard's made a big save early in the frame here, and that's really important to reset and refocus coming off that blowout loss in that playoff game. Important to really find a way to gain that confidence and composure and get a good start.
The Eagles gain the zone. Shot! Nice save from point-blank range. Denies him again.
What a great job of tracking the puck, not one but two consecutive saves.
Big-time saving goal as he gets all of it with the stick. Lots of time left in this period. Mannheim's capitalized on their offensive abilities here in this first period. And they win the draw here in their own end. Moving into the attacking zone. Shot! Scores! And they tuck it into the back of the
Hang
net.
on there, James. I think they waved this off immediately. This goal is not going to count.
Well, nobody likes having a goal called back, but they'll just have to play on as the puck's about to drop. And they win that draw at center. Offside the call, we'll get a reset. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. And they win that neutral zone draw. Sends the pass over. Stopped by the goaltender, getting a piece of that one.
Well, it's not a header in soccer, but is a shot off the mask. Either way, it's a save.
Mannheim's got the puck against the boards. Here's a chance, fires the wrist shot. Came up with a nice save.
You have to be quick in your crease if you want to be able to deny low zone shots. He does that perfectly as he's tight to the shooter right there.
Backhander in front. Scores! And a beauty, Champions League style. This kid can play.
Man, James, he's really lighting it up, and he's really showing his elite skill set, and he's upping his stock. You know, there's scouts in the building, and he wants to deliver on the expectation.
Past the midway mark of the frame, and play resumes as the puck is dropped. From the right side, takes the pass. The Eagles played along the wing. Mannheim's going to play it from the corner. Moves inside. Grabs the puck in the corner. Mannheim's playing it from the side. The Eagles take it along the wall. Oh, what a stop as he uses his paddle to sweat it away.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
Face off after all that chaos.
This is a much-needed reset for his team after some sustained ozone pressure by the opponent.
The Eagles have had multiple scoring opportunities here in this first and could easily have a much bigger lead. Mannheim's put a lot of pucks on net, and they continue to lead late in the first. Bolzano's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it. And the power play comes up empty. Both teams back to even strength. Here's a shot. And he hangs on just as time runs out. And with the buzzer, that puts a bow on the first 20 minutes of play. We've got lots more still to come. Second period action next, right here. And the official seems about ready to drop the puck on period number 2. Second frame is underway as the puck is dropped. The Eagles carry it along the wall. How did he stop that one?
Does a great job with some great pushes to get to the top of his crease and make the save from a high-danger area.
Stopped by the goaltender.
He reads this play perfectly.
Scores! Deuces wild as that's his second of the game.
Well, he's got 2 tallies on the score sheet, James, but I love his game off the puck as well. I think that he's had a hard nose on the forecheck. He's hounded it, he's hunted it, and guess what? He's been rewarded for his efforts.
The Eagles have generated a lot of pucks on net and have turned more than a few of those shots into goals. And they take control of the puck here in the neutral zone. Bolzano's looking to break out of their own end. Feeds it to Culkin. Sends the cross-ice pass. The Foxes cross the blue line and are on the attack. Centering feed. Off a stick and they can't complete the play. On the attack into the offensive end, right up the gut. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Slides the puck over. Fires it. Turns it aside with the glove. And the puck stopper hangs on to get a breather here for the team. Mannheim's off it. Came to play in a big way, and they lead big time here in the second. Bolzano's won the faceoff. Drives to the sweet spot. Big time stop. Loose puck battle along the boards. And that's poked away in the offensive zone by Thomas. Takes the feed from his own end. The Eagles playing along the boards. The Foxes gain possession. Through the open ice, they're picking up steam. The Eagles take possession in the defensive end. From along the walls, they're gaining momentum. Takes a shot, and too much traffic in front blocks that one. Big stop right there. Here he is with the backhander. There's another stop.
Well, that shot came quick, and it was right out front.
And we've got a fight. And ding, ding, it's all over.
Yeah, the bell has rung, and he certainly got his done.
Second frame almost done, well inside a minute now. And with that, 2 periods now in the books. Been a great night of hockey here on EA Sports, and we got the third period coming at you in moments. There's the horn, and they're moving on. They're moving on. They've got to feel good. I wanted to get back and look at some of the draft watch, sort of stock watches here for some of these young players. I want to go to the Champions League here, and I have really been impressed by the youngster who is really starting to torch some of these men that he's playing. It's a boy against men, and the boy is winning out here on this one. Really like to see where he's going. His stock is soaring in my books, and he will be one of the top selections in the NHL draft, in my personal opinion, and I've heard that from a few scouts as well. Now, meantime, back in North America, you look at the junior side. So we've got the finals matchup set for the Champions League, but I'll tell you what, I am kind of bummed to not see the youngster going on any further in this tournament. Boy, he played so well, did everything he could to help get his team on to the Champions League final, but just not enough as a team as they fall short. But I'll tell you what, that youngster's got to be awfully proud at the performance he put on in this tournament. That is not an easy tournament to play in, and he, in my opinion, was one of the best players over the last. And I thought, personally speaking, one name that will be likely called near the top, if not the top, of the NHL draft coming up in the summer is from the youngster that we saw in the Champions League. What a performance, what a show he put on. I talked to a few scouts that absolutely raved, and they didn't have him very high at the beginning of the season, but throughout the Champions League, they could not look away. He would not be denied, and there's stock that has absolutely shot up recently. Now, one name that I think is going to be impacted by his the weekend coming out of the combine that the youngster had a fairly lengthy interview with the Washington Capitals. So take that with a grain of salt, take it for what it's worth, but do you see a fit there? I will say this, the Capitals are loaded with quality veterans, and this might be a nice little fit for a youngster to step in and kind of add a little bit of a youthful spark for the franchise that has really proven to be one of the model franchises in the last decade or so. When you look at the Caps depth roster too, and from what I was told from my sources, the Columbus Blue Jackets had a conversation with the young player. Now, how does that fit? That's one I do wonder about. Like, is there a fit with Columbus and him? I'm not entirely sold on it, but it's an intriguing one that I hadn't really. We'll wait and see how it all plays out, whether or not there's a fit in the Buckeye State and the Jackets make a play on that one. All right, still to come here on the show. We'll take your calls. And that's coming up still a little later on in the show. Now, back to the NHL Draft Combine, and from what I heard over the weekend, the youngster still making headlines, and he had a long conversation with the San Jose Sharks. And I was told by both parties that there was a really good fit and really good chemistry in the meeting. Now, take that for what it's worth. We'll see how things ultimately play out on draft. Well, as we inch closer and closer to the big draft day, and I'll tell you what, we look at some of the draft rankings and some of the scouts that I've talked to, I think we're all kind of on the same page. We've got this kid ranked pretty high, and he has put himself in a position to be a very high selection in that first round when we get to the draft.